there are kind of a lot more barriers between men and taking care of their mental wellness, as it's often perceived as this like kind of form of feminine weakness.
As women, we are told that it is normal to express our feelings. But the minute that we overshare, we are told that there is something wrong with us.
The World Health Organization has estimated that 20% of the world's population suffers from a mental disorder at some point in their lifetime. We lack an understanding and awareness of what mental illness is, and that mental illness is highly stigmatized. Now, stigma literally means dishonor or disgrace.
The stigma has taken new forms too. With more access to more people all the time, it can seem like the world is telling us it's not okay to be anything but perfect.
Hello, my name is Alexsandra Garcia. I will be interviewing Cindy for the topic of mental illness today. Could you tell us where you're from?
I'm from Laredo. I was born and raised here. I'm diagnosed with both major depression and generalized anxiety disorder. It can be really hard, especially having both depression and anxiety, because a lot of times, like, even being here and like doing things like this can be really hard. I do have days better than others, and I am on medication, which really helps. Well, like, generally being like a college student, like being out, and like a lot of the classes I have now have group projects and doing a lot of like this group work and constantly meeting new people and like associating with strangers, it can be hard. I try to like push myself to kind of break these boundaries, because I know like if I'm gonna get anywhere, like I need to be able to do these things and to be able to like be out there and talk to people. A lot of times like depression will hit me out of nowhere, and that's hard for me because I can wake up just in a depressive episode, and without warning I'll have to like cancel something like last minute right before it happens, and not a lot of people take that well. I think naturally when you tell people that you've got a mental illness, they tend to be very soft around you. Mm-hmm. They treat you like you're very fragile. They see you differently. And I don't think they mean to. It's just a general that I think people become too cautious.
And have you ever like strayed away from telling someone?
Yeah, I have. It's not something that I tell a lot of people. It's more recently I have become more open about it, because I do think that mental illness is something that needs more attention. I think when it comes to mental illnesses, it's like a thing of its own. Like, a lot of people don't know how to handle things like that. I think regarding both like genders, it's still something that needs to be educated.
So you feel like both of them are discriminated against equally?
The truth is, everyone has thoughts or feelings that can be hard to deal with. So why do we make it so difficult on ourselves by judging others who could be going through the same challenges we are? What if, instead of seeing labels, we saw people who are struggling and could be there for them so they didn't feel so alone? What if we looked past our fear of mental health and started to talk about it in a constructive way? What if, as a society, we used empowering words and healthy images to help people feel supported? Maybe then more of us could feel comfortable telling others when we're having a hard time. Maybe more people would get the help they need. And maybe one day we won't have to talk separately about mental health and physical health, but just health. The truth is, each of us has the power to change our culture.